Why, hello everyone. It looks like I have been streaming this whole time and talking to myself, or thinking that I was streaming to myself. But it doesn't really look like I have been up until this very moment. Let's see if this keeps up. My hope is that it does. So, if I have been just, rambling away, forgive me. Yeah, it looks like we're going. I'm going to go with that. You know what? Who knows what's happening? As you can see in the background, I'm not even going to try to recap what I talked about earlier. I was on quite a soapbox. But yeah, I'm doing this on the eve of another essentially neo-Nazi, alt-right, whatever the F you want to call it, hate rally in San Francisco. So I thought I'd put this very prescient quote from James Baldwin up because I think it still very much speaks to what we're going through today. And I have been working on sort of a dual. This is weird. You don't want to look at it like that. Hold up. There we go. So this is what I worked on previously. Wait, let me double check, you guys, if I am actually streaming live right now. Gotta double check. I'm my own IT support right here. Yeah, I am offline, guys. Let's see. Oh no, we're good. We're good. I'm going. All right, back into it. So I don't know how much of that last broadcast was saved or not saved, or who knows what happened. I'm pretty sure I messed it up. So yeah, I've been working on this lovely gentleman since yesterday, or since 2 days ago. So I've been feeling a little bit rusty having said that. But in summation, I created it inspired by actually something in my social feed. Seeing his name is Thich Guan Duc. I'm quite sure I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm sorry. But the monk in 1963, the Vietnamese monk in 1963, who burned himself in protest of religious persecution, and I don't know. I still think there's no way that it's not still very, very difficult to look at. But having said that, makes me times like this makes me have fresh eyes, I guess is what I'm saying. And I wanted to make this in the spirit of creating something peaceful to what's going on right now. And so this is our lovely gentleman at I don't even know what age he could possibly be. It doesn't really matter, but he's just in a very, very contemplative state of centering and let me do the whole thing. Let's make him spin around a little bit. That way you can kind of see him in all his glory. Sorry, he's going right through those pictures. But it gives you an idea of where I'm at in terms of modeling characters. So I had the whole, idea of also making his inner child. And in a sense, all our inner children. And by the way, I really like him with the hat. I just can't help it. I love him with the hat. I'm not sure if it's going to stay that way. I'm not sure. I have another idea for what to do with that hat, and depending on how this goes, I may or may not go with that. And who knows whether or not I even get through all of that today. But yeah, this is what I used for the footsies yesterday. So let's do this again. Take the mirror off. And I've been using that boy in the background as reference just because, hey, it just struck me that, you really don't get to see young boys, young women, older, of any age, people of color who are you tend to not see them in this light, you know, this peaceful, reflective state. And I want to change that with this. I want to give people their due. Totally repeating myself now, but I was just saying, as an Asian American myself, I know what it's like to be dehumanized. Possibly never to this day as a black man or woman would in America, but you know, it's shitty no matter how you look at it. I think I'm gonna try to do this. Let's put that up here. That foot is a little bit too. I have to remind myself how that first. Okay, got it. It's kind of a. And I was saying earlier that if you haven't already seen James Baldwin's the documentary "I'm Not Your Negro," please do find the time to watch it. I mean, I actually watched it through the library. Well, there's a library site called Hoopla. I feel like I'm doing plugs now, but that was a really cool way of seeing it. Oh, little footsies. Bend it back a little bit. That looks gnarly. Still looks kind of gnarly, but you know what? That's okay. I don't know if I gave that. Let's just isolate that a bit. Let's inflate that whole foot up more. And the channel that I'm listening to right now is called Chill Hip Hop, which you probably would have guessed. And it's on YouTube, and it's usually live. And I love it because it kind of puts me in this nice mood. One thing I was saying earlier about being able to create more convincing form, not that I'm really trying to go for a realism here, not quite yet at least, is being able to use items like this to give you as much leeway. Oh, that's a really funky bisection there. So to continue cutting away at it really does help, even if you have to go over it multiple times. They're a little webby right now. Actually, they're really webby. Sometimes these settings are super sensitive, so you have to be. I'm not even trying to go for that look. So anyways, I really hope tomorrow is not going to be a total what's the word I'm looking for? I really hope it's not going to be insanely violent. I mean, I don't think they want nothing more than to have, you know, a shot, the worst kind of selfie possible, a shot against the Golden Gate Bridge, and there being some sort of violent clash. And I really hope that that's not the direction we're heading in tomorrow. So, you know, if you're going, please remember, be safe. One of the great ideas I heard online was about instead of giving into they want, which is a clash, a violent clash, is to literally there's going to be a gather. I think there's going to be a gathering of people. I don't know how big it'll be, but people literally dancing and drowning out all that hatred and rhetoric with physical dancing, which I think is the greatest idea, and it's so very San Francisco. Yeah, you know what? This foot is really janky, but let's not overwork it right now. Let me save this out, because at least I have the form of that. Then I'll get the other foot out. Oops. Alright, let's get that other one out there. Turn you upside down. Actually, I think I will do the feet a little different on this side. God, what's up? Something really awkward about the way it is. Excuse that, but that's still me. How yogic like is he? You know what? I'm actually going to have him up here. Let's see if we can do that. No, I still want under. Yeah, I still want under. You know what that means? We gotta move this whole sucker down. Let's see if that's gonna be easy enough to do. Ooh, hello Bjork. I hear your beautiful Icelandic voice. Tuck. That's all I know how to say in Icelandic. You know what? It's not gonna be that easy to move everything down. That's why you do things in layers, guys. Don't be lazy like me and try to do it. It's like Photoshop. You don't just do everything in one layer. But sometimes I'm a little worried about RAM and whether or not my computer will crash, which, anytime you start playing with resolution like this, it's going to happen. Let's make them sort of, yeah, that's fine. I think let's do that. And this time, let's make sure that these footsies go a little bit closer together. Oh God, losing it, guys. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. Jeez. See, that's a little bit. I'm not sure. So here we go again. We do this. And not make them look too webbed at this point. Oops. Again, steady hands, steady hands. This is how I got in trouble before. I think actually doing that may have made it a little bit too okay with that one. Let's do that. Yeah, I went too webbed feet there. Now that I'm looking at them side by side, it's really, really bad. So don't follow me in that regard. Okay, let's put some more. I'm gonna have to redo that left foot. It's just not great, but you know what? Let's do the hands first. I don't know if I want them to be in that specific position, but it's the one that most of us know. again. No, it's that. If I'm not careful, I can get serious ADD just working on this. I think I need to give him like a little drawstring. So let's at least get that stuff squared away. Oh, fingers. Fingers, the bane of my life. I wonder if I can just a square. Okay, well, let's break it down like this. How about if oh, you know what? Let's give it a little bit of a little bit of definition in the arms. Save, save, save. Okay. Sorry, literally meditating myself on this. Kind of want to see where I can sort of. Yep. Actually, need a little bit more. As you can tell, I'm procrastinating with the fingers. I know, guys. The worst. I think I also want to bring this out a bit more, so it's a bit more of a poem. Okay. Ooh. Well, I better look at the back of that now. It's okay. But I do have to. Nice. Okay. I don't think I like this very much. Yeah, I don't think I like this very much. Looks really weird. But having said that, I wonder if I can start moving things around from here out. So I kind of created myself a little bit of a problem. Because, ooh, Yeah, I think sometimes when you do things like this, it causes a little bit of well, you know, you're kind of seeing me do this warts and all. Before I was doing it with that little pill, but you know, I think I'm really cheating by doing that. I'm actually cheating quite a bit in general, I think, with hands and feet, but maybe that's something I really need to work on just generally. Oops, daisy. Like that in the back. Oh, yeah. I'm not happy with that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can go over it. Yeah, clay. That's why you know this sphere is so good because ultimately trumps every other tool in that set. So simple. I mean, mind you, this is this is not a beautiful hand, but it's at least a little bit more of the semblance of one. Let me see here. Get something a bit more palm-like with that. There we go. So much better. Well, I wouldn't say so much better, but I'm a little bit happier with that. Put the knuckles on there. And if I'm careful, maybe I can break this up a bit. Gosh, I almost don't want to touch it. Here's, nope, the intensity is really high. That doesn't help. Okay. Getting a little blurry-eyed, guys. I may break soon. I may break down soon. I may melt, just like this finger is melting. Now, as you can see, it still needs a little bit of help, but you know, we've got sort of the major forms down, and I may add some more folds here. But my hope is, but mind you, you know what? He needs bloody eyebrows, for God's sakes. What's up? What is going on with me? You know, I really like using this for hair, by the way. I don't think I'll do it. Yeah, it doesn't work for eyebrows, but so let me see. Let me see how that. Let's put this on a different layer. Eyebrows on a different layer. Yeah. Wow, it's very, very deep. No, let's try something else about this. There's a taper thing here. I wonder if I should take advantage of that more. I don't usually do it, so like see, and it tends to want to do its own thing. And mind you, I shouldn't necessarily blame the tool because it may just be a thing about where I don't really know how to use it very well. Yeah, see, it wants to continue going. Do the trigger. Maybe that'll be a bit better. Now it's too. I want something actually really thin. I don't want it, but not unnatural looking either. So it's sorry as I'm going through all these, but I kind of have to figure this out. It's not horrible, but it needs to just look very natural. Let me see if I move that. So as you can see, the beauty of having layers is that you can have some control over each and specifically. Yeah, I'm not totally happy with these eyebrows, but you know what? For now, this will do. For now, these will do. And actually, what I should be doing is smoothing it out a little bit that way. So yeah, see, it just conforms to wait, what did I do for these older versions? Oh yeah. See, these obviously these rougher forms work for him. I love him with that. I really love him with that. Okay. Let's go back to the main sculpt. Save. Always save. I wish I could do something about these gnarly fingers, but again, not going to focus on that too much. What I will do is give him a little drawstring. Does he even have like a... No, he doesn't. Just something almost like a sash. A sash would be great. Let's do that. Need the flattest thing in here. I wonder if this would work. Whoops. Kinda does. Kinda does. We can make, okay, so let's take the mirroring off. Keep a little bit more form. And again, this is where I might actually, it's a little bit more unforgiving when you're doing things on clothes rather than, yeah, there we go. Rather than skin. Oh, that was messy. That was so messy. And also, I don't think we want all of this happening back here. Let me see if I can bring that down. Oh, my smoothing. Oh, I'm done. Let's bring that all the way back up. So I think I'm probably going to conclude in the next few minutes, at least for this part of it. And that way I'll have fresher eyes on this tomorrow, which I think that's when I'll start completing. Oh, I did promise belly button, didn't I? You know what? Let's see if we have a little clay, something a bit more. Hee. It's too much. There we go. I'm going to do a little bit of detail work before we're done for the night. You know, there's some beautiful, like, it's a great black and white photo. Great, it's actually to actually give him some of what looks like. Is it? Yeah, that's part of a sash, isn't it? That could be on a different layer. Let's see about that. Nothing better than looking at stamps, huh? You know. If this will work. No, it does not. It does not work. It needs to be thinner than that. Okay. You know what? Let's not worry about that for now. Let's try to keep this a little. I've actually gone longer than I thought I would. Yeah, about half an hour. It's not so awful. And you managed to avoid all my my pulpit, my sermon from the beginning. So thank goodness. Unless that's saved somewhere, and I get to be embarrassed about it. Regardless. So you know, I want to continue working on this, but I really shouldn't. But I can't help it. Oh my god, it made it so much worse. So you have to start getting more and more finesse when it comes to all those little details. I'm really hoping to get better with that over time, but anyways, I want that to stay chocolatey looking forever. Ugh, God. That's a little bit helpful. It just looks like bad ceramic. Like, ugh. Gosh. I can't even look at it. Oh my god, I didn't even have that in the mirror properly. You know what? That's okay. Gives me the chance to practice.